Hey guys, I'm Alan Keepical. We're keeping groups together. I wear many hats, but most of you know me as a mastermind group facilitator and program director. So do you have what it takes to be a great group facilitator? Today I'm going to share with you some ideas of what I think make a great group facilitator. So first of all, do you have the time to do it? There's not just holding the meeting, there's all of the prep work and then keeping up with what the members are up to, keeping them on track, and then the follow through after the meeting. And then the one area that I think that most facilitators seem to struggle with is the sales and marketing part of filling the group. So it takes a lot of time and effort and energy and desire to get the word out, and then when you find a prospect, to be able to sit down with them and talk through things and see if there's a good match, and then recruit and onboard them into the meeting structure. Also, are you the kind of person that's good about planning ahead? There is a lot of planning to getting ready for a meeting, getting everybody lined up to RSVP and that kind of thing. And are you a good person with detail? Do you have good attention to detail? Because I think that's really important. If you sort of just glaze over that, there's so many things that can fall through the cracks. I mean, there's so many details to doing a good job of follow through. If a person gives a commitment, are they fulfilling the commitment? You've got to keep up with that. If they're giving a shallow commitment, you need to be able to spot patterns, that kind of thing. It takes attention to detail. And do you have follow through? So if you make a promise, are you the kind of person that can have the time and the forethought to follow through and fulfill the commitments that you make? And do you have the discipline during a meeting to stick to an agenda? I find that the meetings that do not follow a good solid agenda tend to fragment and fall apart and sort of become more of a support group or social network, that kind of thing. A good solid agenda is important, and starting the meeting on time, giving everybody their due time, and ending the meeting on time is really important. Otherwise, the members tend not to want to come to a meeting that doesn't follow a good solid agenda. Are you a good listener? So when somebody's talking, do you pay attention? I know I tend to be the kind of person that can let their mind drift, and I have to really try hard to stay focused on what that individual is saying. I find that I do a lot of note-taking while they're talking, helps me to focus. Are you a firm? I know some people that might appear to be great facilitators, but they're just not firm with the members. And firmness is important if you've got a member that's maybe getting off track, maybe becoming a little abusive with other members, or ignoring or winking at the rules. So you need to be firm, but then you also need to be compassionate. So sometimes you might have somebody that's not participating fully because they've got some sort of personal issues that need to be dealt with. So there's that balance between being given tough love, but then also showing compassion and empathy for the individual. Do you have the ability to shut up? This is another one of my weaknesses. Doing these videos is great for me because it gets it out of my system. So I can get it to be my turn to give feedback and guidance, and oftentimes run on a little too much. The members in my group know to help me with that weakness. So do understand that you need to have an ability to get to your point and shut up. The members in the group will also mimic that if they see you do it. You need to have a thick skin. I find that a lot of people have very thin skins, and so we oftentimes sugarcoat our feedback because we're afraid that people will take it personally. So you don't need to have that thin skin. You need to solicit feedback and guidance with how are you doing as a facilitator, how's the group doing, and then what you need to do is indicate to them that you're going to use that in a positive way by showing improvement in the group based on that feedback that you get. So you need to be very thick-skinned, and you need to pay attention and give guidance to the group, improve the way the group is run based on that feedback that you get. A lot of people might disagree with me on this, but I think that whatever the common interest of the group is, that you need to be a subject expert in that area so that you can listen for basically what's bad guidance and be able to gently nudge or supplement whatever that guidance might be from the other members so that the receiving individual gets balance in that. And finally, I believe that it's important that you have a true desire to be able to work with others. Some of us, my personal comfort is in working at a computer or with a machine in a shop. And actually, one of the things I do to push myself out of the comfort zone is to get out and network with other individuals and be involved like this. I run with hundreds of people involved in this industry, and it's really not my first love or my primary nature. So to kind of recap, do you have time to do it? Are you comfortable with sales and marketing to fill the groups? Are you the kind of person that will plan ahead and pay attention to detail and follow through on your promises? Do you have the discipline to stick to agenda during the meeting? Are you a good listener? Are you firm but compassionate? Do you have the ability to shut up when the time is to shut up? Are you thick-skinned about the feedback and you'll do something with the feedback that you receive to improve the group? Do you do what's in the best interest of the individual members? Are you a subject expert around the interest of what the common interest is of the group? And do you enjoy working with others? So I'll ask again, do you think that you have what it takes to be a great group facilitator? Well, in my case, I would say that I'm not very good at a lot of these things I named. But you know, you can wing it if you know what they are and you try to do your best. I bet that just like me, you can be a great facilitator. So guys, I hope you got something from today's clip. I'd love to hear from you. Please give me feedback or comments. You can comment here where you found this clip or contact me at keepical.com. We're keeping groups together.